Okay, so we don't have a lot of time, but I have a couple questions. Why did you call the album Run for Our Whole Lives? Because the act of living is lonely. Not in a sad way, but not in a happy one either.
Wow.
It's lonely and liberating all at once, like running for a really long time. Why are all the songs so short? Because the biggest things usually happen pretty quickly, and we don't have time to make sense of them. They just happen, and we react.
Why are we in your bedroom?
Because that's where I write the songs.
Huh? Are you a rock star?
No, I don't have the hair for it.
Oh.
I know someone who does, though. His hair is blue and spiky. He doesn't make music, though.
Is this what bedroom pop is?
Are you gonna sing us a song? Later. First, I have to tell you some things.
I wanted to prove myself in some field as an artist, and I didn't think I was a very good painter, so I went to music.
People know what a rock star is. Liberated, totally and utterly free, in complete control of their universe, on stage and off. In contemporary music, the rock star is on top of the world. But this is also a construction. The rock star as we know it is a manufactured image. Sure, they're on top of the world, but when the lights fade and the distance between us and them widens, more often than not, the rock star is on the outside looking in. Run for Our Whole Lives is a 5-song EP that deconstructs the totality of expressions central to the rock star's constructed liberation. By combining the theatrical maximalism of classic rock vocality with the irreverent minimalism of contemporary indie rock, also known as bedroom pop, this album reframes the totality of the artist in contemporary music from manufactured mythos to an urgent expression of creative survival. Situating this work between these two divergent genres highlights the contradictions that define the conventions of contemporary commercial music. The songs, each around 2.5 minutes, are intentionally fleeting, while the vocals are consciously dynamic, massively theatrical when allowed for, and near silent when structurally demanded. But you're probably wondering, what is bedroom pop? How do I know it when I hear it? Well, bedroom pop refers to a genre of independently created music typically recorded inside of people's home studios. Because of the nature of bedroom pop recording methods, on laptops and digital studio interfaces, this is known as in-the-box recording, vocal dynamism is discouraged. Simply by the confines of the form, it is difficult to sing freely. In combining these disparate forms, in choosing to sing loudly in a genre that demands softness, Run for Our Whole Lives reimagines what it means to express yourself fully. It recasts the rock star's liberation not as an emblem of perfect expression, but instead as one of urgently hopeful possibility. The song Run for Our Whole Lives, which was the first I wrote for the album, exemplifies the kind of expression that emerges from the collision of these two genres. Let's take a listen. The song's atmospheric opening and concluding sections reflects the sonic stylings of contemporary indie pop. These moments are small, either emerging from or headed towards complete silence. Yet, the driving percussion and theatrical vocals in the chorus recalls the anthemic catharsis of 1980s stadium rock. In this sense, the song exists in both places simultaneously. It brings rock and roll's inherent bombast into the bedroom, into the present day. Not making it quieter per se, just making noise in new ways. I'm particularly fascinated in the form of contemporary music because of how it engages artistic totality. To make music in the modern age is to embrace interdisciplinarity. It's a multimedia expression that encompasses music, performance, creative writing, visual arts, design, just to name a few. In this sense, it's a modern version of Richard Wagner's idea of Gesamtkunstwerk, which refers to a total artwork that combines opera, visual art, poetry, and other forms of expression. This project subverts Wagner's ideas, reframing totality not as an act of synthetic cultural superiority, as Wagner did, but instead as one of survival, reinvention, and preservation. One way I've engaged this kind of interformal ideation in developing Run for Our Whole Lives includes variations on the viewpoints method. Viewpoints is a movement technique developed by theater director Anne Bogart, which promotes associative thinking in order to train performers, build ensembles, and create movement on stage. Rather than using these exercises to develop choreographic language, as might be traditionally done, I modified an exercise to allow listeners to describe each song's sensory evocations with complete associative agency. The synthesis of forms that, at the risk of a pun, runs throughout Run for Our Whole Lives deepens my engagement and understanding of a craft that moves me. Again, it reframes the totality of contemporary music making, not as a Thanos-like creative dominance collecting the infinity stones of different art forms, to steal from Marvel, but instead as a kind of urgent ingenuity, seeking to create modes of expression that do not yet exist. This model I sort of think of as like a less violent Sid from Toy Story. Yeah, just if you took out all the bad stuff. All this to say, in engaging disparate forms in this project, and genres within the form of music specifically, I hope to enact similar engagement in my audiences. I want to help them look at familiar things in new ways. I want to widen their imaginations. To conclude, it felt most appropriate to include a portion of the work in its entirety. The video you'll be seeing alongside is an extended version of some footage from when I was first writing these songs in summer and fall of 2021, all the way up through now. Thank you so much for listening.
So run with me and make it all a little longer. 'Cause I can see that you and me can never be the same. But that's the miracle that got us here today. You're all I need, so what's stopping me?